Hi Gemini, I apologize. This is Biani with Archangel Revelations to continue your video. I was having some technical difficulties, but I actually got a new phone, so actually you might get a better video this time. I already pulled all your cards and everything's in place the same way it was before. I haven't changed anything. My camera froze up and now I'm going to continue your reading. So the last three cards I picked was the inner spiritual purpose up here with the melting, merging in intimacy, and then this one's the alchemy of togetherness, the transformation, the inner spiritual purpose, and then the blessings and gifts, the inner spiritual purpose. So we look at the cards. You got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And while I was clarifying with the Archangel Revelation cards, which I have to pray over really quickly, again, another card, a bonus card fell out. So that's actually right here. Okay. So, all right. So in the month of January, and I actually have these stones. I have the amethyst, the rose agate, and the moss crystal quartz. You got friendliness. So in the month of January, maybe around the 2nd of January, you have this feeling of friendliness. And let me see if I could. That's going to work out. Can you see that? And then your soul family got in the body. And I'm putting these stones. It's a citrine crystal quartz and a rose quartz or agate. You got creativity. So you see there's quite a form going here with your overall energy. You have going with the flow, 1, 2, friendliness, and 3, creativity. So already you see a pattern forming here. So looking into that deeper, I will go ahead and read to you what the 2 of water. So we're starting off an emotional turnout of friendliness at the beginning of this year. You're feeling very connected, but as an individual, you're feeling, and hold on just a moment. Okay, we have a guest. And we have Torino and my son Liam. Say hi, Liam.
Hi.
Just wave. I could see you. So he's just going to quietly watch. Okay, so here in this picture you see in the 2 of emotions, or water, the branches of these 2 flowering trees are intertwined and their fallen petals blend together on the ground in their beautiful colors. It is as if heaven and earth are bridged by love, but they stand individually, each rooted in the soil in their own connection with the earth. In this way, they represent the essence of true friends, mature, easy with each other, natural. There is no urgency about their connection, no neediness, no desire to change the other into something else. This card indicates a readiness to enter this quality of friendliness. In the passage, you may notice that you are no longer interested in all kinds of dramas and romances that other people are engaged in. It is not a loss. It is a birth of a higher, more loving quality born of the fullness of experience. It is the birth of a love that is truly unconditional, without expectations or demands. First, meditate, okay? Be blissful. Then, much love will happen of its own accord. Then being with others is beautiful, and being alone is also beautiful. Then it is simple too. You don't depend on others, and they don't make others dependent upon you. then it is always a friendship, a friendliness. It never becomes a relationship. It's always a relatedness. You relate, but you don't create marriage. Marriage is out of fear. Relatedness is out of love. You relate as long as things are moving beautifully, you share. And if you see that the moment has come to depart because your paths separate at this crossroad, you say goodbye with great gratitude.
Daddy, are you done?
Shh. For all that the other has been to you. I told you not. You're not listening. Give me a hug. Go inside. I love you. Okay, go inside. All right, go. Still, you're interrupting. Go inside, please. For all the joys and all the pleasures and all the beautiful moments that you have shared with the other, with no misery, with no pain, you simply separate. Okay, so in the body, you're feeling friendly, Gemini, in the month of January. And then come, at this time, you might meet somebody and experience a creative endeavor. And then it'll be like the 3rd, probably April 3rd. If you know somebody around that time, birthday, maybe April 3rd, they would be a Pisces. Maybe a Pisces may come into your life and the month of January and experience this creativity, which is a major transition for you, Gemini. Somebody from your soul family, maybe, perhaps, in this life. From the alchemy of fire and water below is the divine light entering from above. The figure in this card is literally possessed by the creative force. Really, the experience of creativity is an entry into the mysterious technique, expertise, and knowledge are just tools. The key is to abandon oneself to the energy that fuels the birth of all things. This energy has no form or structure, yet all the forms and structures come out of it. So Gemini, creativity is the quality that you bring to the activity that you're doing. It is an attitude, an inner approach, how you look at things. Not everybody can be a painter, and there is no need also. If everybody is a painter, the world would be very ugly. It will be difficult to live. And not everybody can be a dancer, and there is no need. But everybody can be creative. Whatsoever you do, if you do it joyfully, if you do it lovingly, if your act of doing is not purely economical, then it is creative. If you have something growing out of it within you, if it gives you growth, it is spiritual, it is creative, it is divine. You become more divine as you become more creative. All the religions of the world have said God is the creator. Now, I don't know whether he is the creator or not, but one thing I do know, the more creative you become, the more godly you become. And when your creativity comes to a climax, when your whole life becomes creative, you live in God. So he must be the creator because people who have been creative have been closest to him. Gemini, love what you do. Be meditative while you are doing it, whatsoever it is. So love coming out of your shell right now, Gemini. Maybe you've been reclusive in that hangman period where you've been thinking about a lot of things the past couple of years. Speaking from experience being a Gemini myself, I'm just saying that because I have been in stagnation in this moment of the hermit and kind of afraid to open up and be friendly to people. But through your creativity this month, in January 2018, you will be able to do that. You will be able to open up and be friendly with others. You don't necessarily need to give your all and everything all the time, you know? It's a shared, it's a two-way street. Like you see these two trees, they're independent, they're solid. One's yellow, one's red. together they make orange, you know? They make beautiful, like, colors all around the ground. And they work together in a team effort to make things a little more peaceful, a little more cheery. So I'm gonna clarify these 2 cards with the Archangel Oracle deck, and I'm gonna pray over the cards really quickly. Dear Father God, in the name of Jesus Christ, please, I pray, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Yet lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, Father. My cross on the Osho Zen, and I'm going to ask the archangels, please, Father, can you clarify this 2 of water for the month of January 2018 for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What is this friendliness? What archangel can help us overcome this feeling of friendliness, this emotional tie that we have tied ourselves into, this emotional state? Well, the reason why you've been in this state is because you're sensitive right now. So Archangel Haniel's here to help guide you. You can call upon her. She's saying that you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Because right now, not just Geminis, but all the signs, we've been going through a lot of fluxes with the supermoons. The moon cycles have been throwing everything off balance a little bit, but it's absolutely necessary. So it's okay to be sensitive. It's actually a gift, believe it or not. So it's okay to be friendly and to feel sensitive around certain people. That's especially now, is what they're saying. And so God Haniel, sensitivity. Now, put that down over here. Can we clarify this 3 in the major arcana of creativity for April, the soul family of Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising? You got crystal clear intentions with Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. All right. So, Gemini, whatever this creative endeavor is with your soul family, whatever you want it to be, now's the time to manifest that. Be clear about what it is that you really desire. And if you focus on it with unwavering faith, you'll be able to manifest that. And it's happening into the month of April 3rd or so. That's when it's going to take off. So now you can focus on it. In the month of January, it should be being implemented and taking off, or like coming to fruition in April, around the 3rd. Or someone in your life associated with April 3rd is going to come into your life and help manifest that creativity within you that you so desire. So here you go. Call upon Archangel Michael. Be clear. Be clear about what it is that you desire. All right, so that was in your body. So in your body, you're feeling maybe a little sensitivity here and there. You want to do something creative, maybe dance or sing or write or draw or any of that. But you're going to have to come out of your shell a little bit in the month of January to do that. So keep that in mind. Right off the bat, you're coming up with ideas about how to be good to yourself, how to be good to your body, how to be friendly to people, be creative with your body. in your soul family. So the next card we have is the heart. And you got silence. In the month of February, Major Arcana 17, silence. And then in the heart, and I have these crystals here. And they're mostly rose quartz and crystal quartz. We have the Master. And if you see, both of these cards look very similar. You have the meditative state of silence, and by doing so, in your heart, you're going to become the master. Or you might know of a master that's going to help you get to this plateau of meditation. And it's going to be around the time of the full moon, because you see both of them have a full moon over their heads. This is a major transition in your life in February. Something big is coming for you, Gemini. And it's going to be associated with the numbers 17 or 18. Because if you add the two, this is 1, this is the ace, then this is 15, 16, 17. 17 plus 1 is 18. So what I see is 18. 2 ones, 3 ones, actually. I see a twin flame connection forming in the month of February, possibly for the sun, moon, and rising of Gemini. I think you're going to finally come into communion with your twin flame through meditation. That's what I'm seeing. Wow, that's big time. A lot of people say that with twin flames, they can telepathically communicate with one another. You may not even know who this person is, Gemini, at this time, but you're forming a bond at this moment in spirit, in your soul. That's very powerful. It's a very powerful transformation. That's why both of these cards are major arcana cards, because you're going through a very powerful transformation in the month of February. Maybe around the 17th of February is when it might occur, or the 18th, or the 1st of May is when this person may come into your life. So someone from your soul family, your twin flame, I think you're going to have a reunion with them. Right now you're having a reunion with them mentally, in your mind, in your heart. I'm sorry, this is the heart position. And they are having the same feelings towards you. But then you guys are not going to actually physically come into contact until either now or the 1st of May. Between now and the 1st of May, it's going to happen. That's what I'm saying. Interesting. But this has to do with love and spiritual purpose. Your soul, spiritual purpose. So if you're looking at this card, the silent mirror-like receptiveness of a star-filled night with a full moon is reflected in the misty lake below. The face in the sky is deep in meditation, a goddess of the night who brings depth, peace, and understanding. Now is a very precious time. It will be easy for you to rest inside, to plumb the depths of your own inner silence to the point where it meets the silence of the universe. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. And the quality of your inner silence permeates anything you do. It might make some people uncomfortable, accustomed as they are to all the noise and activity of the world. Never mind. Seek out those who can resonate with your silence or enjoy your aloneness. Now's the time to come home to yourself. The understanding and insights that come to you in these moments will be manifested later on in a more outgoing phase of your life. So the energy of the whole has taken possession of you. Gemini, you are possessed. You are no more. Now the whole is. This moment, as the silence penetrates in you, you can understand the significance of it because it is the same silence that God and Buddha experienced. It is the same silence that Zhaozu or Bodhidharma or Nansen. The taste of the silence is the same. Time changes. The world goes on changing, but the experience of silence, the joy of it, remains the same. That is the only thing you can rely upon. The only thing that never dies. It is the only thing that you can call your very being, is this silence. Now the master, once you're able to meditate and go through all these life changes, you become the master. So this person that you might meet in May is going to be older than you, Gemini. They're going to help you become a master in your own Zen. He's not a master over others, but a master of himself. His every gesture and his every word reflect his enlightened state. He has no private goals, no desire that anything should be other than the way it is. His disciples gather around him not to follow him, but to actually soak up his presence and be inspired by his example. In his eyes, they find their own truth reflected, and in his silence, they fall more easily into the silence of their own beings. The Master welcomes the disciples not because he wants to lead them, but because he has so much to share. And together, they create an energy field that supports each unique individual in finding his or her own light. If you can find such a master, oh Gemini, you are blessed. But if you cannot, keep on searching. Learn from the teachers and the would-be masters and move on. Sharyavati. Sharyavati said God and Buddha, keep on moving. Keep on swimming. Sharyatavi. No, masters don't teach the truth. There is no way to teach it. It is a transmission beyond scriptures, beyond words. It is a transmission. It is energy provoking energy in you. It is a kind of synchronicity. You have to approach the Master with great love, with great trust, and with an open heart. You are not aware who you are. He is aware who he is. He is aware who you are. But you are not aware. The caterpillar might be said to be unaware that it may become a butterfly. You are caterpillars, which is another word is bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas. All caterpillars are bodhisattvas, and all bodhisattvas are caterpillars. A bodhisattva means one who can become a butterfly, who can become a Buddha, who is a Buddha in the seed, in essence. The master-disciple relationship is the relationship between a caterpillar and a butterfly, a friendship between a caterpillar and a butterfly. The butterfly cannot prove that the caterpillar can become a butterfly, and there is no logical way. But the butterfly can provoke a longing in the caterpillar. That is possible. So, in the month of February, you're going to be meditating about this master, about this twin flame. You were watching them from a distance, and you kind of envy them for how they present themselves. And you want to meet them, and you really want to meet them, Gemini. And it's going to happen. You are already meeting them telepathically when you sleep, when you meditate, when you think of them, when you manifest. And maybe you are communicating with them in some way, shape, or form through telephone or text, but you guys are not together. you're still separated. I don't think you're going to come into union until May, or somewhere between February and May. February 17th, 18th through May 1st. Let me clarify this silence with the Archangel Oracle cards. So please, Father God, in the name of Jesus Christ, can we clarify this silence, Roman numeral 17, for the month of February 2018 for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Just one card, please. Also, I want to clarify the Master in the Osho Zen Tarot. I can't even talk. That's Superman. And the Osho Zen Tarot deck for the Master for the 2018 in the month of May soul partner for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. 2 cards then, okay? Silence, please. Silence and the Master. 17 and 1. Nothing wants to come. Do we need clarification? I need clarification. Got leadership. This has to do with leadership. Archangel Gabriel says that it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Okay, so it's time to make moves, Gemini. With this union here, you guys are gonna meet each other in this dimension. But how you're gonna make it happen is through a career transition, with Archangel Chamuel saying your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So maybe you're gonna meet this twin through work, through a creative endeavor that you both choose to pursue. I can see that. All right, so Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel's looking to help you, Gemini, with this silence, with this meditation state. She's telling you that you are a born leader and it's time to assume your position as such. And Archangel Chamuel saying that maybe you're going to meet this master in the month of May. You're going to undergo a career transition with the master. And I'm going to put this tiger's eye. It's a black tiger's eye, which I never find, on the master. Put this crystal quartz on Chamuel with career transition. I'm going to put this rose quartz on silence. Silence. And this watermelon tourmaline on leadership. Gabrielle. So that was in your heart. In your heart, you want to be this leader. See if it can happen. So, in the mind, for the here now, in the month of March, wait a minute. This is March. Guidance. Oh, snap. Okay. I think I mixed up my dates, but I'll fix it. I have this tiger's eye for guidance, which is physically going to manifest in the month of March 3rd. You're going to undergo this guidance. You're either going to guide somebody or they're going to guide you. And not really sure what this stone is yet. I still got to look that up. But I think I found this one is Carcedonian or Chalcedonian. I don't know. But I've been feeling your energy with that. So in the mind, your soul family is going to be turning in and meditating and trying to help you energetically, guide you in the month of March, guide you towards them. Maybe it's going to be this master, your twin flame, or someone in your soul family. I'm going to read to you what this guidance means. What exactly does this guidance mean for Gemini? If you're looking at the card, this angelic figure with rainbow-colored wings on this card represents the guide that each of us carries within. Like the second figure in the background, we may sometimes be a little reluctant to trust this guide when it comes to us. Let your conscience be your guide, like the little Gemini cricket. You know why Pinocchio never listened to Gemini? Because he was so accustomed to taking cues from the outside world rather than the inside. The truth of your own deepest being is trying to show you where to go right now. And when this card appears, it means you can trust the inner guidance you are being given. It speaks in whispers, and sometimes we can hesitate, not knowing if we are understood rightly. But the indications are clear. In following the inner guide, you will feel more whole, more integrated, as if you are moving outwards from the very center of your being. Now, if you go with it, this beam of light will carry you exactly where you need to go. But you have to look for guidance because you don't know your inner guide is hidden inside you at this time. You have to find that inner guide. And that's what I call your witness. That's what I call your Dharma. And that's what I call your intrinsic Buddha. You have to awaken that Buddha and your life will shower blessings, benediction. Your life will become so radiant with good, with godliness, more than you can possibly conceive. It is almost like light. Your room is dark, just bring light in. Even a small candle will do, and the whole darkness disappears. Then you'll know which way to go. Also, somebody might teach you how to figure out which way to go by June. By June 4th, you're going to feel emotional about something. Someone in your soul family is going to teach you how to block out everything that's happening around you so you're not so emotional all the time. Someone in your soul family is going to show you how to turn in to avoid emotional conflict because you're going to be sensitive, right? Which generally is weird because to me, being a Gemini,